The date is July 8th, 2013. The time is about a little bit after 5 o'clock Eastern or Atlantic Standard Time, and this is a film of Morne Beach and Bay here in the island of Grenada in the Caribbean. And I'm not going to do much talking, I'm just going to film and let the scene speak for itself. And the beach is, just for your information, it's about a half a mile to maybe three-fourths a mile long. It's a crescent that's looking down toward the western end. And there's several trees here in the background. Most of these are almond trees. And almond trees, some nutmeg trees, which grow here all over the island. And they drop their seeds on the beach, so that's the only thing you have to worry about getting hit in the head with if you're underneath a tree. But it's not heavy fruit, it's not like coconuts. So, and the water's very blue, very pretty. It's a much better day today. Like I say, yesterday there was a lot of souvenir vendors that were making it difficult to spend time out here, but today's a different story. It's much quieter, it's much more serene, the weather's nice. It's just beautiful. And this is looking down toward the other end of the island. And I'm staying at the Grenada Beach Resort, along with the Gym Beach Resort, together here on Morne Bay. And this is looking back toward the resort property. It's very similar to the place that I stayed in Anguilla 3 years ago. The only difference being is that these are not condos like with kitchens or refrigerators and that, and stoves where you can cook meals. It's just a basic room, but it's nice nonetheless. At least the rooms are nice. So it's very pretty out here. There's the sun, it's heading toward sunset. You see it shining over the Caribbean here. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see the water closer. Now here's some filming that I'm doing while standing in the waters of Morne Bay. The water's very clear. You can see to the bottom. And very calm. It's very good for swimming. turn a little bit back toward the resort so you can actually see the sign on the resort and what the property looks like from the water. There you can see the sign, Kalinago Beach Resort. And I'm staying on the top floor here, the rightmost room. It's kind of behind the tree, so you can't see the patio, but they're all the same. And it's fenced off from the beach. The water, as you see, is very, very calm. Very calm, and just the surf is very light. So this is a perfect swimming beach. Perfect swimming beach. It's very similar to Lanikai Beach in Hawaii that I took a couple of years ago. Only the beach is wider and, you know, it's more public, more people come here. It's not quite as crowded as Grand Anse Beach, which is the most popular tourist beach here in Grenada. This one's a little bit more secluded, but that doesn't mean that, you know, people don't come here. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of souvenir vendors that were out here yesterday, and just made it pretty unenjoyable. So I didn't stay out here long yesterday, but today is a lot different. It's much nicer, so I'm enjoying it a lot. One thing I have noticed while standing here is that unlike, you know, when I stayed at Meads Bay in Anguilla about 3 years ago, I noticed that in the water there was a lot more fish and stuff swimming around. But here in Morne Bay, it's kind of weird. I'm not seeing too many fish. I saw a school of fish a little bit earlier when I was out here swimming, but nothing, you know, too big. None of the little fish that kind of hang around your feet like they were doing in Anguilla. So it's kind of weird, but I guess it's alright. I don't think the water's polluted or anything like that as far as I know. So it's just, I guess it just doesn't have a lot of fish, at least not this close to shore. And you can look down, you can see the bottom here. It's very clear, very nice sandy bottom. A few rocks, some shells. I don't see any coral. A little bit of seaweed, but nothing bad at all. It's nice. So we'll turn back now toward the open sea. See, as the sun is starting to set. The sun will be setting here in about 20 minutes or so, and it's only about just after 5, so the sun will be setting before 6 o'clock, and then it comes up again early in the morning, usually around somewhere between 5:30 and 6. It hasn't woken me up yet because I usually keep the shades in my place drawn at night, so that way the sun doesn't wake me up in the morning. We got some heavy rain last night. There's a tropical storm, Chantal, out there in the Atlantic that might kind of brush Grenada tonight as it kind of comes through the Lesser Antilles. But I don't think we're going to get a direct hit from it, and it's not going to be that strong anyway. I'm just hoping that, you know, by the time I leave on Saturday, that if it's near Florida, that won't pose a threat to my flight. So I can, at least get home. And but anyway, this is what I have so far. It's a pretty beach, a pretty bay. It's very nice now that you don't have people disturbing you, the souvenir vendors. So I'm happy about that. So, you'll notice there's more hotels and that up on the hills here. Grenada's very hilly, very mountainous. It's not like Anguilla. Anguilla was flat, kind of more of like a plateau shape, but Grenada is volcanic in nature, so it's got several mountains. There's a lot of tropical rainforest and that. I'm supposed to see that on an island tour tomorrow, so should be good. Should be able to see a lot more, and I'll do a lot more filming tomorrow. Otherwise, it's all good. It's all good. More resorts and houses and whatnot up there. It's kind of similar to the scene in Anguilla, actually. When I was at Meads Bay, kind of extended out like that. And there's their communication tower. How I'm connecting with all of you in the outside world. We do have Wi-Fi internet here, but it's kind of slow and unpredictable at times. And of course my phone service is kind of weak as well and goes with international billing, so I gotta keep my calls to a minimum. Anyway, it's all good. So this is Morne Rogue Bay and Beach, and hope you enjoyed it. And I will have more films later. Hope you enjoyed this film that I made.